Hello and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. Today I'm not talking about comics, I'm going to be talking about trading cards, and I got some cards in the post today. I think this probably is my best bargain yet that I've got on trading cards. So I've been searching around for the 1990 Marvel Marvel Universe trading card set. And this is the most expensive of the Marvel Universe sets. It was the first one out, and the reason why they're valuable is that they're produced like baseball cards. So you can see here we've got Captain America, Spider-Man, Hulk, Nick Fury, Thing, and on the back of the cards you can see we've got sort of descriptions of each of the character with their statistics. So for quite a few of these characters, these cards count as the rookie cards. So from the American sports card, a rookie card is when a basketball player or American football player or baseball player appears for the first time on a card. And of course, if that player then goes on to be a major player, his rookie card becomes very valuable. So this 1990 Marvel Impulse set is the rookie card for a lot of the major Marvel characters. Consequently, the prices for these cards have risen significantly over the last 3 or 4 months. Some of the prices have dropped back a bit, but they're still holding up pretty well. Now, with all these trading cards, to get a high grade, I'd really, for value, they need to be graded. And at the moment, the grading card companies are so inundated with cards. PSA has actually closed its doors, so there's no grading of PSA occurring at all at the moment. This set of cards I purchased here is from the UK. It's ungraded. So it's not a complete set. There's 167 cards in a complete set. This set is missing about 17 cards. So I've got about 150 of the 167 cards. As with all trading cards like these, the card needs to be, in order to get a high grade, it needs to be minty fresh, which means all the corners are sharp, all the edges are sharp, there's no dings, in which case it'll get a near mint. In order to get a 10, it has to be perfectly centered. If it is minty fresh and it's not perfectly centered, it can get an 8 or a 9, and with these cards that still has quite a lot of value. So I got these cards this morning. They cost me £100, so about 75p to 50p a card. A few of the cards have got damaged corners. A few of them have got damaged edges. This thing here, for instance, which I thought looked pretty well centered, unfortunately has got some damage along the upper corner. So I'd never submit that for grading. However, this card number 2 here, this Spider-Man, I can't see any damage on it. The centering is pretty good. It's not perfect, so I think that could be an 8 or a 9. The Captain America is off center. Most of these are pretty clean. It's only a few that are damaged. If we go on to the second page, the Wolverine looks pretty good. It's not perfectly centered. Again, I think that could be an 8 or a 9. What else looks good? Yeah, the Submariner looks extremely good. Maybe not quite centered top and bottom. Thor's, again, he's a near mint, but he's not perfectly centered. One of the most valuable cards in this set is Black Panther, and this Black Panther is not bad at all. Up top, bottom looks pretty good. It's not quite right, left, right. It's a bit thicker on the left than on the right, but I think this could be an 8 or a 9, and even in an 8 or a 9, this is worth hundreds, not tens of dollars. This Wolverine here looks very nice. That actually looks pretty well centered, and I can't see any marks on it. And also this this Spider-Man here in the bottom left hand corner, in the bottom corner here, this is this looks really good. We'll go on in a minute and look at some of the prices for these. So the first set of these is as you can see, it's called Superheroes, and we've got all the main superheroes. For some reason Wolverine appears about 3 times, and as I said, some of these look pretty good. Punisher's an expensive card, but he's not perfectly centered. And then we move, so we finish the superheroes, and we move on to supervillains. We've got a lot of the main supervillains here. Here's my favourite, Doctor Doom, and he's looking pretty good. He's not centered top bottom, but he's one of his corners isn't very good, so I probably wouldn't submit that. Ultron's got a dinged corner. Who's looking good here? Unfortunately, the best looking card here is probably the least valuable one, which is Leader, which looks actually well centered and undinged. So that could be a 10, but I don't think it's worth very much. We've got Venom, and unfortunately this is one of the worst damaged cards. It's got a ding on 2 corners, so that wouldn't be worth submitting. Mephisto looks pretty good, as does Red Skull, and Ghost Rider is, no, unfortunately Ghost Rider's got a slightly damaged corner. We then go on to, they actually then describe some cards as rookies. So this would have been 1990, so it's when these characters appear. So Ghost Rider, Deathlock, Guardians of the Galaxy. This has got some value, but again, this card's got some dinged corners. New Warriors, Fool Killer. We then go on to famous battles. These are probably the least valuable of the cards. You can see the battles. Then I really like these. Then we get some famous covers. So here we've got the cover, a copy of the cover of Fantastic Four 1, and I have to tell you that looks clean, and it looks pretty well centered to me. I think that's worth something. We got X-Men. You can see all the great covers we got here. We got X-Men 1, Amazing Fantasy 15, and that looks pretty centered and clean as well. Punisher Volume 2 number 1. A nice Amazing Spider-Man 129 with the Punisher. That's gone up in value very significantly as a comic. I'd have to check. We're going to check, see what some of these prices are. The Avengers looks good. These first covers in this set that I've got all look pretty good to me. This giant size X-Men number 1 looks pretty well centered left, right, maybe not so good up and down. And this Hulk 181 cover down here, left, right looks pretty good. Maybe it's a bit not quite right up, down, but it's pretty good. That's going to be an 8 or a 9, I would think. And the Tales of Suspense, first appearance of Iron Man, looks pretty good. All these, this one here has got a damaged corner. The Avengers. Then we've got team pictures. So we've got Fantastic Four, Avengers, X-Men. The one missing here, it's absolutely devastating, is Cloak and Dagger. If I was going to be missing one of the team photos, I think Cloak and Dagger is the one that I'd have chosen. We've got New Mutants, X-Factor, Excalibur, Brotherhood of Evil. So all of these were the team photos. And then we've got a really nice little set here where Peter Spider-Man presents. So the first one, he's got himself presenting himself. And there's some little attempts at humour in these. So he's presenting himself, then he's presenting Doctor Doom. The Doctor Doom ones are probably quite good left, right, but not too good up and down. The Doc Ock one looks clean and well centred. The Silver Surfer one's pretty good top bottom, maybe not so good left, right, but they're all not bad. They're all not bad. Actually, one of the most valuable cards in the set is this Stan Lee card, which at one point went completely crazy. It's actually come back down a bit. Unfortunately, this card is one of the ones that's got some damage along the bottom. So unfortunately, I wouldn't get this graded. It's nice to have it, but it's not going to be worth a huge amount of money. So let's just go and look at what these cards have been selling for, what they're worth. So let's just, first of all, I've set up a search on the American eBay site, looking for, this is sales data. So this is the sales of, and I typed in 1990 Marvel Universe. So the top sale, somebody's paid nearly $40,000 for a case of the cards. Well, a case contains 20 boxes, so that's about $2,000 a box, and you can see here 7 unopened boxes. So, and when we get down to some cards, it's the hologram cards. I haven't got the hologram cards. Here's the Black Panther card I was talking about. You can see here, February the 24th, one sold for $6,700 in a PSA 10. Another one here, they have cooled off slightly, so this one it probably sold for 5.8, 5.7, something like that. Here's the Amazing Fantasy cover card, March 12th. That sold. Somebody made an offer for that, probably again around $5,500. Another of the Amazing Fantasy ones, and my one of this is pretty good. Let's have another look at it. Yeah, here's my copy. Let's just get that back again. So there's my copy there, and I don't know how well you can see it, but I don't think that's bad at all. It's not got much damage. I can't see any damage on it, and the centering's pretty good. It's probably not a 10, but yeah, top bottom's not perfect. I'd probably get an 8 for that. So there we go. Some 10s selling for nearly $6,000. What we've got here, the X-Men team photo, $5,000. Wolverine PSA 10, $5,000. This was all in February, March. It'd be interesting to see some new ones. There's the second card in the set that I showed you. Mine doesn't look bad. It's not a 10, but it could be a 9 or an 8. The Thanos card selling for $5,000 on March 20th. See if we can sound some more recent, anything in April. There we go, the Avengers 1 cover. There's the here's a more recent sale. Okay, so this was on April the 6th, so less than a week ago. The Black Panther card selling for probably what's that, 3,000, just less than $3,000 probably. There's the Stanley, around 3.8. Some boxers. There's the Stanley again on March the 20th at 3.8. Again, the Stanley is the most popular card in this set. It's one of the ones. There's the Punisher selling at 3.3. There's the, no, that's interesting. There's the Hulk 181 cover. I think mine's 8 or 9, and there's the 10 selling for 3.3 in February. There's the Spider-Man card. Now this is more recent. So this is, I reckon my copy of this is pretty damn good. It's probably one of the better cards I've got. I think mine's it's near mint, and I think it looks pretty well scented. I could have a 10 of this. It'll certainly be one of the cards that I submit when the card grading starts up again. Yeah, so it looks like the covers and the main characters are the ones that are selling. There's the Wolverine. There's the Stanley. Let's go to the PSA site. So this shows you, here's all the cards, and this shows you the latest auctions, what they've been getting in auctions. Let's have a look at 10s. So you can see here, Captain America $835, Spider-Man card 2 $1,000, Hulk $800, Wolverine $1,300, Thor $1,700. There's that Black Panther $3,200. And you can see all of these, they're all in the hundreds. Spider-Man 2000. Unfortunately, one of the ones missing from my collection is this one. I haven't got the Cosmic Spider-Man, which is a bit of a shame. You know, Colossus nearly $1,000. Iron Man 1,800. There's the Punisher 3,350. So you can see all of these cards, you know, they're all selling at substantial amounts. Now I've got, so I picked up 150 of the 167 cards in this set for 100 quid. Well, only one of these cards needs to get graded at a 9, and I've covered my costs. If any of them get graded at, there you go, Thanos 1,000. If any of them get graded at 10, well, it's been a great buy. Let's have a look at these. See, even these battle cards are selling for hundreds of dollars. Right, here are the first cover ones. And you can see these are going for significant amounts. You know, the Fantastic Four $300, X-Men $650. Where's that Hulk? Where's the Hulk 181? Oh, $535. My copy of that looks spot on. Yeah, this looks great. Some of these teams, Sinister Six selling for $400. These are the Spider-Man Presents, those little ones with Spider-Man presenting other characters. Spider-Man presenting himself, $400. Hulk, $400. And there's the Stan Lee. You can see the price has come down a bit. Just go click on the Stan Lee, because 73 sales there, so this has had a significant number of sales. Yeah, okay, the last sale was actually yeah, 12th of today. One just sold for 1,750. I said the price has gone down. Yeah, you can see here it did go up to 2.5. Yeah, so it's dropped off a bit. So the latest it's dropped back. It's cooled off a bit. It's gone from 2.5 to sort of 1500, 1750. Unfortunately, as I said, my one of this is not gradable. It's got some damage on the corners. But look at all these prices here. And this is a pretty well established market now. You know, there's been 1,257 sales. Let's have a look at the population. Yeah, population of 3596. So a lot more of these being graded since when I last looked at it. And you know, and you can see some people here who don't know what they're doing are submitting cards. You know, why would you submit a card that's going to come out as a 4 or 5, especially with the pricing currently. And you can see there's decent populations on these now. That Captain America's is being 75 graded, 35 grade 10s. Okay, that was great. So I think I've made a great purchase on eBay. There were no other bids. Astonishing. You know, these are really hot. The guy put it on with an opening bid of £100. I watched it for 2 or 3 days. No other bids came in. I went on and I bid for it 2 or 3 minutes before the end, expecting a load of other people to come in, and nobody did. So I got it for the minimum price. It wasn't a guy who normally sells cards. He's got no other cards on his sales list. I can just assume he collected these at the time, put them away, got them out, and you know, he's flogging old videos and things like that. I can only assume he did not know the value of what he was selling. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like. Bye.